Hey Raptors, I'm Madlenai and welcome to MC Voices. Afrikaans word of the week. This week's Afrikaans word is geleentheid, and geleentheid is an opportunity. I have a great opportunity for you to learn a little more about theatre. This semester I am taking directing as one of my classes, and we have to present a scene at the end of the semester. And you are in luck because this week we are doing auditions for those scenes that we are going to be presenting. So if you ever thought that you maybe wanted to feel out what it feels like to be an actor or to be on stage or to collaborate with people, here is your chance to do that. So we will be holding auditions this week, Tuesday through Thursday, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the TA building in room 148, or what we like to call it, the black box. Anybody is welcome to come and audition. If you've never been in a show before, if you've been in 20 shows before, it does not matter. Please come on over to the TA building and audition. We will be having sides for you to read, so you don't need to memorize a monologue or anything like that. I'm leaving you with a few of my classmates sharing the plays that they have chosen for their scenes and to tell a little bit more about what the play is about and who the characters are.
My name is Audra Jacobs. This spring I will be directing a scene from a play entitled In the Blood by Susan Laurie Parks. It centers around one woman, Hester La Negrita, living with her 5 children under a bridge. Her encounters and her struggles with the 5 adults in her life who are actually played by the same actors who play those 5 children. This play covers a lot of sensitive topics, some sexual trauma, some kind of intimacy problems, that sort of thing. So I'm looking for actors and musicians and dancers who are really ready and willing to work and build that kind of intimacy and connection with the cast in order to portray the message I'm trying to send. I'm also looking for versatility. The actors who play the children do play the adults, so I'm looking for people who are really ready to play and ready to work and see exactly what we can do. So just come on out.
The play that I'll be presenting is called God of Carnage by Yasmin Reza. It is about 2 sets of parents, Annette and Alan, whose child hurts Veronica and Michael's child on a public playground. They decide to meet to discuss this in a civilized manner, but as the evening goes on, they become increasingly more childish, ending in the night devolving into chaos. It is a dark comedy that explores the themes of family relations and battling of the sexes and just some really funny stuff.
I have chosen to do Rabbit Hole by David Lindsay Abaire. It tells the story of Howie and Becca, who have a beautiful life and family, but tragedy hits them when they lose their only child. This story tells us about forgiveness, about family, and about how everybody grieves in their own way. So this play has 4 characters. Becca is a very organized person. She's a homemaker. She loves baking cakes and making food from scratch. Izzy is a very carefree person. Then of course you have Howie, who is Becca's husband. And as much as he is trying to support her in her grief and loss, it just feels like they're drifting apart and growing away from each other and kind of growing closer to each other. And then you have Nat, who is Becca's mother, who is trying to mean well, but she ends up just like pushing Becca away because she keeps comparing situations to things that are not relevant or that Becca feels is not.
Hello, my name is Sam, and I will be directing a scene from Proof by David Auburn. Proof is about this girl named Catherine who lost her father and is having one of her father's students, Hal, come in, and he decided he wants to go through her father's notebooks and see if there's any mathematical breakthrough that her father had gone through or made in the past couple of years. And Catherine's very apprehensive about this and doesn't really know how to feel. And when her sister Claire comes in, it becomes even more intense because her and her sister don't really get along. Claire is a person who's moved to New York, and she hasn't really been home to Chicago in many years, and she's moving on with her life a lot, and she's actually getting ready to get married and start her life in a new city. Hal is a student is a past student who has moved on with his life and is getting ready to go back in, and he's working as a math person and is working with a bunch of colleagues and going through to try and make breakthroughs in the field of mathematics. And Catherine stayed at home a lot and kind of shares in her father's qualities of being a math inclined person, and that brings up a lot of commonalities between her and her father and really describes why the two were so close.
See you next week.